Well, joining us now on the podcast is Texans defensive end Jared Crick. And Jared, first of all, we're out of practice today with the Falcons scrimmage, and the fans today, as they've been the entire training camp, have been fantastic. You're going out there signing a ton of autographs. What's it mean to see the fan support from the Texans fans?
Just to have, fans like these and have the support that we have, it's awesome. They don't have to be out here, on a Thursday morning, in the heat, but they are. So that's awesome. And just the support they have for us, it's amazing. And, to see them, today, it's going to be, exciting to see what it's going to be like Saturday night.
Well, Antonio Smith has been one of the guys in front of you over the last couple of years. Now you're stepping in, probably going to be the starter. What's the difference in your preparation, I guess, going from thinking of yourself maybe coming off the bench to being a starter?
Not a lot of difference in preparation, but just expecting more snaps. That's about it as far as preparation goes. I study the same, I work out the same, I keep my body in condition the same. So nothing's really different, just going out there and how many snaps I get, I got to play to my best ability and just keep playing as hard as I can.
What's it like not having the ninja in the locker room anymore? Have you found anybody to take his place as far as characters?
You can't replace the ninja, and it's a little more quiet now that Tone's gone. But we got a couple good guys, who bring the comedy back up. So we miss Tone, but we're doing all right.
What about you? You played with J.J. Watt now, and then in college you got to play with Ndamukong Suh. So you've played with two of the really best athletes and best players on the defensive line right now in the NFL. Can you describe for the normal fan a little bit in the difference maybe in the style of play that these two guys bring to the table?
Suh's more of a bigger guy, uses his power a lot more. And, they're both quick and, fast and agile, that kind of thing. But, JJ's a little bit taller, a little longer arms, that kind of thing. Work ethic's the same. They both work extremely hard and, they're great players. So, it's fun to play with both of those guys and kind of go and try and compliment them any way I can.
You're kind of now a veteran. You probably maybe feel more like a veteran this camp, I would assume, than the previous camps.
Oh, definitely. Going in my third year, I know what's expected of me. Our D-line coach has been the same for the whole 3 years I've been here. So the expectations are there. Just got to keep coming out and keep working hard, and that's all you can do.
Is there stuff that's different with this defensive system as far as how you work with the defensive linemen and maybe how you work off JJ or JD?
Every defense is different. Every team has a different defense, no matter if they call it the same or not. But you just got to go out and do your role, and if you do that, the defense is going to work together, and, good things are going to happen. It doesn't matter who's next to you, who's behind you. As long as you're doing your job and they're doing theirs, that's all that matters.
As we're talking, we played against the Arizona Cardinals already, and then you played a little bit in the scrimmage as well. How do you see the guys on the defensive line kind of coming together chemistry-wise, this group? What does it look like so far to you?
Just going to get some different competition, getting to go against other guys, because every offensive lineman is a little bit different. So going against, a variety of guys instead of the same guys day after day, it's making us better. And, you're definitely seeing it along the board. And, we just got to keep going. We're only going into our second preseason game, so we got a long way to go before regular season hits. But if we can keep coming out here, day after day and getting better, we're going to be the group that we want to be.
You came from Nebraska. I think you grew up in Nebraska, is that right? And then you also played for Nebraska. How has the transition been over the last 2 or 3 years to the bigger city in Houston and the humidity and all that this has to offer?
It's been a little different, especially in your rookie year. You come in, it's definitely not as humid in Nebraska. But we had a coach who expected a lot of us in college. So coming down here, and the expectations were the same, the work ethic was the same, but just a little bit of the atmosphere, the climate's a little bit different. You get used to it after a while. You can come out here now and it's nothing. You just got to go out there and keep working hard. So, it was a little difference, that first year, but you get used to it.
You consider yourself more of a city guy, or are you a country guy?
I'm definitely a city guy. I grew up in a small town in Nebraska, but when I was born in a city, when I was a little kid, I was raised in a city, and then we moved to a small town. So I have the city in me. I was a city kid in a small town, and, now I'm back in the city, and I have a lot of family here in Houston, so I've been down here, pretty much my whole life. So, I haven't lived here, but I've been visiting, every year. So it's definitely good to be in a bigger city. But, maybe when I get older, I have kids, I might want to, move back to a small town. I don't know. I'll change probably every 10 years.
Well, one last thing. I know it's, the talk is always going to be about team with with Bill O'Brien, but as a defensive lineman, do you set individual goals? Can you set individual goals, or is there something else that you kind of aim for as a defensive line? Is there somewhere else that you kind of put stuff in front of you?
You can set individual goals, I'm sure. As far as stats go, I don't know how guys set their goals as far as stats go. But if you go out and say every play I'm gonna try and win and do my job, and that's all you can do. And like I said before, if everybody does it on the defense, that's what you want. You want a defense who's wants to go out and win every snap. So if we have that, we're gonna be good shape, and we're gonna be the group we want to be.
Well, that was defensive end Jared Crick. Thanks for joining us, Jared.
Hey, appreciate it.
You can listen to more of our interviews and podcast on HoustonSportsTalk.net. Subscribe to Houston Sports Talk for free on iTunes or on the Stitcher app.